In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 best police games on Roblox in 2025. We're getting into the start of 2026, so this will count for 2026 as well. But let's get straight into it. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy. Let's get into the first game, which is going to be this game right here. Emergency Response Liberty County. Obviously the main game I play on my channel. I think it is the best police role-playing game that there is on Roblox, although there are still many others, of which of course I'm going to talk about in this video. But I'm going to give you 3 things I like and dislike about each of the games in this video, talk about them a little bit, and then you can make your own opinion on whether you think it is good or not. So we'll start off with the first thing that I really like about ROC is the map. The size of it and the detail of it is very, very good compared to games like Greenville, for example, where it's all just open space, loads of empty, boring nothingness. In ROC, everywhere in the map that you go will be nicely detailed, which is great to see. The second thing I like about the game is the ability to customize your police vehicle however you like. There's so many different vehicles that you can choose from. First of all, I guess customization in general, but if we just go on, for example, the Ford Mustang or the Falcon Stallion 350, you can see there are so many different options, all the different light bars. We've got all different lighting options, grille lights, upper lights, dash lights, everything. Even for the interior, we can have a laptop, we can have a grappler on the front, we can have wheel covers, a push bar, a civilian horn, loads and loads of different options, and of course siren speakers, antennas, undercover cars as well if you wanted. So yeah, the customization is definitely a good feature for ROC. And the third thing that I really like about ROC is the private server selection. If we go to listed servers, there are so many different servers based on pretty much everywhere in the world. We've got Germany, we've got Malaysia, California, we've got Florida, Pennsylvania, Dutch, Alaska, UK, Sweden, Orlando, Las Vegas. Pretty much every server you could ever want is on here. And the good thing about ROC, if you don't know, you can have custom liveries, so they will all have liveries for that specific area. For example, California will have California State Patrol vehicles if it's a good server. Same with UK vehicles, or that kind of thing. So yeah, servers definitely a very good thing, especially for role playing as a police officer, because it means that not only is it an American game, it's actually a worldwide international game. You can enjoy it in whatever roleplay style you want, wherever in the world that may be. Now on to 3 things that I don't like about ROC. This is kind of hard to actually choose from because there aren't actually that many things that I don't like. But the first thing is some of the buildings are very lack of detail. For example, in this Valley Transit building, it's very bland and empty. And whilst most games probably wouldn't even have an interior, ROC does. That's kind of a good thing. It is just really bland, and it kind of makes it not fun to roleplay in here. Like, it would kind of be not better, but it wouldn't really make a difference if it had no interior anyway, because like, you're not going to roleplay in here. It's so basic and so boring. The second thing kind of leads off of that, but that is in some of the buildings like Three Guys, where you can actually join onto the job and you can make food, but there's really not that much you can do on these jobs. You can make 1 burger, 1 fries, and 1 drink, and that is literally it, which again is not the entire purpose of the game, so it doesn't really matter. But it just means that the roleplay jobs like this are entirely useless, because they do get boring after you've gave 1 person a drink, for example, because every single person will be the exact same thing. And the third thing is kind of personal preference, but it's to do with the game passes. A lot of things in ROC are game pass locked. Don't get me wrong, it is not the worst thing in the world. It's not the end of the world, because you can still play the game perfectly fine, but look how many game passes there are here. There's a house game pass, there's an FD game pass, there's a gun game pass, there's special jobs game pass, electric, SWAT, loads of money options and stuff. There are a lot of game passes here. Some of these could probably be incorporated into the game anyway, like emergency vehicle customization. The stuff I showed earlier about customizing your vehicle, you can only do if you have a game pass. And not only that, if you have a private server, you also have all of these additional game passes. So if you do want to create your own private server, you can't, because you need one of these, and you pretty much need all of them to have a highly detailed roleplay server. But aside from that, a very good game overall. And up next, we have Maple County. Now, Maple County is definitely a least known game. Not too many people really know about this game specifically and the roleplay features that this game has, but as you can see, the map looks really good. And to be honest, I think for most of these games, my first point for all of them is gonna be the map, because obviously I picked these games because I think they're the top 5 best ones possible, and to me a big feature for roleplay games is the map. If there's a trash map like Greenville and Southwest Roda, I absolutely hate the game, and there's no hate to Greenville or Southwest Roda, but I do hate their maps. We can see right away, look, we have a paramedic doing some really, I mean, aside from the fact he's just run him over with a stretcher, they're actually doing proper like monitoring and stuff. There's so many amazing things you can do in this game, such as the phone, everything like that. It is just really cool. And take a look at the map, it looks so good. You can also crouch. So yeah, we kind of went over 2 features a little bit fast there, but the map is one of my favorite features, and the options for teams is also one of my favorites. And this is kind of a police based video. However, what you can do on the ambulance team, for example, and the police team are all very cool. The third and final, well, there's a lot of good things, but the third one that I'm going to talk about in this video are the vehicles. Not only do they look really good, I mean, this one's kind of trash, so it doesn't, but I'm sure you saw that fire engine just then. That looks really cool. I mean, we can see we've got like proper boats and stuff over here, which look absolutely insane. Look inside there, that looks so cool, so detailed. We've got a fire truck here, which we can see quickly how detailed that is. Look at that, very awesome. But also how they drive is one that most people would probably skip past, but you can see the driving stuff at the bottom. The way they drive is really nice. I think it looks good, they feel really nice, and yeah, compared to, it just feels different to every other, you know, game on Roblox where they all kind of go like cartoony. This is nice and simplistic and very nice to use. And just look at this map, it looks so incredible. And a little bonus one, there's loads of places that you can go in this game. There's arcades, everything like that. There's actually so many amazing interiors that you can just go and use and experience, and it's really cool. Now on to 3 bad things about this game. I'm gonna have to start speeding this up, this video is already really long. But the first bad thing about this game is the lag. It's quite a laggy game, that's pretty much all to say. It's a little bit laggy. My PC is pretty good and I do lag a little bit, so if you're on a bad PC you'll probably lag a lot more. The second bad thing, as you just saw then, is all of the warnings and notifications. You really do have to drive properly. It's kind of not a bad thing, I guess, it's just me being an idiot driving recklessly, but no matter what you do, you're always getting told off, whether it's a red light or a speeding ticket. Every single one you go through, you're getting like fined and warnings for and all that kind of thing, and it does just get annoying, especially if you're just trying to like explore the map, for example, if it's your first time playing the game. And the third thing that I don't like is how confusing this game is. When you first join onto it, it is really confusing. Like, you have all of your phone over here, which you can't use unless you're outside of a vehicle, but you can still open it. You have all of the buttons in the top right and stuff, which is just extremely confusing to use. Spawning a car is quite difficult. And another little bonus one for this is that it doesn't have that many players, so finding a good roleplay server can kind of be a little bit annoying. But yeah, we're being pulled over by the police now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this game overall is decent, so check it out. And let's go on to the third game. And the third game on this list is Rensselaer County. I think that's how you say it. And this game is really good if you like kind of strict roleplay and kind of driving style games. The first thing I really like about this game is also similar to the last one, the way the cars drive. Again, this UI here is also really cool, and some of the features you can do in some of the cars, it has like proper like driving, like autopilot, self-driving stuff, and some of the cars are really luxury and have so many nice little features that you wouldn't really expect many games to have. Like even that, for example, is really cool how you can do that. I know you can do that in other games as well, but it's just nice how there's these little nice private estates and stuff. Really cool. Yeah, the way the cars drive is very good. The second thing I really like about this game is the car selection. There's a lot of different cars to choose from, and they're not all just Bugattis and Lamborghinis and stuff. Like, we've actually got some really cool cars here, like just normal like BMWs, for example, or cars that you don't really see in games too much. Just scrolling down here, you can see there are still some fast cars if you like that kind of stuff, but a lot of them are just normal everyday cars that you will just see around in real life, which makes it a lot more realistic. And the third thing I really like about this game is the customization for the vehicles. As you can see, we can change all of the wheels, and there's so many different like options to choose from, even though on here there's only really a few different ones, but you can see the idea, and on some of the vehicles there is more than this as well. But the way that you buy cars and everything is just really cool. Even though I can't afford this car, you can see it looks really cool, and what you can do to them, of course, is better than most games, and also the UI is really nice to use as well. 3 things I don't like about this game, quick fire. Number 1, the map. As I've said before, I don't like maps that are open and empty. This one really is, and as you can see, it does look kind of terrible, but I guess places that need to look nice, like the car dealership, do look nice. And the second thing that I don't like is this, how it kind of looks really weird from even over here. I understand this is to reduce lag, but like unless you're actually right in front of it, the interior to the buildings is just removed and you can't see inside of them, which isn't exactly like game changing or anything like that, but I think it just would be better if you could actually just at least see in from here. Like if you're a police officer trying to do a role play or something, you can't even see what's going on inside from here. You have to get close, which this is probably dangerously close, to be honest, if you're doing a strict police roleplay. And the third thing I don't really like is that the police team isn't really the focus. That's obviously not the game's fault, that's just how they're being. But if you do want police roleplay, this game probably isn't the best option for you. There's not many police cars and you can't really do much as a police officer. It's more strict roleplay, kind of create your own things rather than ERLC, where it's kind of cops versus robbers style. But let's move on to the 4th game. And the next game I want to talk about is this game right here. I've spoke about this game so many times in videos because it is literally my favorite graphical game on Roblox. The graphics on it are absolutely incredible. To be honest, I would probably go as far as to say it might actually be a little bit too much. As you can see, it kind of looks like almost too realistic for a roleplay game. But on the other hand as well, it looks really cool, and like look at the rain and stuff, even though it's inside. Apart from that, I'm sure if it's outside, as you can see, it looks really cool. Like the graphics are actually some of the best I've seen on Roblox. I can't remember how many good things and bad things I've given so far, but the second or third or whatever good thing I like about this game is the vehicles. They look really cool. This probably isn't the best example. This is like the cheapest, worst vehicle you can possibly buy, but some of the civilian vehicles are absolutely insane and look absolutely insane as well. As you can see, this just looks really cool. Like this is the map that we were talking about earlier. Just look at it. It does look insane. There's not many games that look like this, but that obviously leads me on to a few bad things. First bad thing is the lag. This game is the laggiest game of them all by far. If you have a bad PC, probably don't play this game. You will lag like crazy. The second bad thing is that unfortunately this game really does not have many players. We can see one person in chat that's recognized me, but if we go to the actual game's homepage, as you can see, there are 2 people playing it, literally me and the guy that recognized me. So you can't really do too many role plays in it unless there are other people actually in the game itself. But I actually have made quite a lot of videos on this game over time because I think it just deserves so much more recognition. I don't think they really update it anymore. If they do, then fair play to them, but I think it is probably just going to die out. But it is really cool. It does look really awesome, and yeah, if you have a high-end PC and you want high-end roleplay with high-end graphics, this game is definitely for you. Although it is really confusing as well to drive around because there's so much detail and it's so realistic. But yeah, I think we'll leave this game here. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I know I didn't quite do 3 good things and bad things, but let's move on to the 5th and final game. And the 5th game on this list is Emergency Hamburg. I'm sure you all know about this game and have probably all played it at some point before. This is definitely a more cartoony style game, however, it is still nevertheless very good for roleplay. This is the most popular game by far, so there's a lot of different stuff that you can do on it and a lot of different roleplays you can do. This one does look a bit more childish. As you can see, it's not quite the high detail game that we were just on, and I have no idea what's going on there, but I guess we'll just continue past that. But yeah, one thing I like about this game is that it's really performance friendly. You won't lag, oh my goodness me, unless you really do have a bad PC. But this game is probably one of the best performing games out of all of these. It's definitely less laggy than ERLC, so if you don't lag on ERLC, imagine how smooth your game will run on this game as well. And the second thing I like about this game is the vehicle options and kind of the uniqueness as well. Obviously, because this is a Germany based game, there's a lot of police cars that you don't see in most other games, like a lot of Volkswagens and Mercedes and Audis and stuff like that, which you really do not see in games like ERLC or Law Country or pretty much every game I've spoken about in this video, because they are all American based. But this has some really nice cars, especially if you are from somewhere in Europe or the UK or something. It is a bit better for the car selection, and it does just feel more like what you would be used to if you lived in one of those areas. But some things I don't like about this game: number one, the map. The map is kind of terrible. Just spawn in our quad and drive around the map, shall we? As you can see, the map is kind of bad. It feels a little bit copy and paste. A lot of it is just basic, boring buildings, but not really much life to it. Not many buildings with interiors. Not really very easy to kind of understand where you are, and it does just look a little bit bland. The roads are really wide. It's definitely made to be more of a cartoony style game rather than an ultra realistic game, but the roleplay in it is really good. It handles really well. As I said, the graphics make it really smooth to play on. The roleplay is pretty good. The roleplay features are pretty good. And yeah, other than that, there's not really much to say. I just think this is not my style of game, which is why I'm not the biggest fan on it. But if you do like this kind of game, then it is very good. Everybody, let me know your thoughts on all these games that I've spoken about in the comments below. Let me know which one is your favorite. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know if I missed any games that I should put on this video, or if I should do another one in the future for firefighting games maybe. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.